Hello, everyone. This is my promise. I'm fulfilling my promise to take you through how to write a dissertation and thesis in whatever kind of research. I'm Dr. AJAGUN-OGUNLEYE Olufemi Mulka from Medical Biochemistry. So we are going to be going through how to write a dissertation or thesis, as the case may be. So an abstract is very, very essential. It is the summary of your entire work, and it has to be written in a concise manner. There is a structure for it. It should have a background, your research question or an objective or aim of the study, methodology, and your results, the key finding, and then the conclusion. It is usually around 250 to 300 words, must not be more than that. Make sure you find about your specific institution's requirements to verify this so that you don't go outside the scope of the institution requirement. The aim of this lecture, at the end of this lecture, you should be able to understand the structure and the purpose of a dissertation and thesis. Learn how to choose a research topic. I think we have done this in our proposal session. Explore ethical research practices, master academic writing and formatting. So what is thesis and dissertation? Okay. The thesis is usually written, that is the project you write after your master's degree. Thesis is associated with MSc, while dissertation is associated with doctoral degree. Okay, your project write-up after you finish your PhD is called dissertation. And for our MSc and PGD, it is thesis. The purpose is to demonstrate understanding of an existing research. That is your thesis. What's the essence of it? You want to demonstrate, you want to go in depth, you want to expand on an existing research. On the other hand, dissertation is you are contributing an original work into that particular field. You are bringing in a new thing. You are bringing a novelty. So at PhD level, you must be discovering something new, something people have not discovered before. The length of a thesis is usually approximately 100 pages. It could be less, depending on your specific objectives. For dissertation, the pages is usually up to 200 or more pages, depending on the requirement of the institution. For thesis, the research type is usually that it builds on existing knowledge. For dissertation, it generates new knowledge. Academic level, the master's degree is what you obtain by writing your thesis. For writing your dissertation, you are going to obtain a doctorate degree. What is common in Nigeria is that we have thesis for MSc and dissertation for PhD. Okay, so the same thing, thesis for MSc, dissertation for PhD. So I hope you understand this difference now. Now our research topic. You know, during the proposal period, if you check our online resource content online, go back and review proposal writing. I taught us how to search for research topic. Okay, so topic is, it must be relevant to your field of study. It should be addressing a gap in existing literature. Should be feasible, that is, it should be achievable within available resources, must be ethical and impactful. Now, the structure of a thesis, the same thing with a dissertation is the same thing. This is usually the structure. You must have a title page. Go and ask for your university recommendation, how they do the title page. Abstract is very important. Please don't forget abstract. It is usually written at the end of your work. Introduction, very, very essential. That is your chapter 1. Literature review, your chapter 2. I think we have done this under proposal writing. Methodology is what you have done. Remember, in this case, you are going to be using a reported speech because you have finished the work, unlike a proposal that you are using a future tense for something you are going to be doing in the future. That is proposal. For a thesis and dissertation, you have already done the work. So your writing must be in a reported speech. Your result is chapter 4, very, very essential. Chapter 1, chapter 2, methodology, chapter 3. Result, make sure your result is in line with your specific objective. You know, in your introduction, you are going to have written the main objective and your specific objective or research questions. Your result must be in line with that. Then you have discussion, conclusion, and recommendation. Then your references, refer to our Zotero video, and then appendices. These are extra things you attach to your work at the end of the day. Maybe your case files, interview folders, ethical approval and all, or even some of your statistics. Now the literature review. We have done this earlier, so I won't be spending much time on it. We have done it during the proposal writing. Remember, I told you how to look for research papers. You go online, your PubMed, Scopus, Google Scholar, you find papers that are relevant to your work. We have talked about this earlier. Make sure you refer to the video on proposal writing. Identify the gaps in literature, and then make sure you avoid plagiarism. People are very tempted to just copy things from literature and paste it in their thesis. Please don't do this. Use these research tools to paraphrase your work. ResearchRabbit is a very good tool for literature search. SciSpace, the same thing. There are a whole lot of them, but I've just given you just 3. Make sure you critically evaluate the sources and synthesize the finding. Okay, that is, you write in your own words. After reading your literature, you can analyze literature review with SciSpace. You upload the paper there, you ask the SciSpace question about the paper, or give me the methodology used in this paper, what are their findings, so that you can synthesize the word in your own words, and you will avoid plagiarism like that. Please don't use AI to write thesis. Avoid it. We have AI detecting softwares. Anybody who uses AI will be caught. Research methodology, this is very, very essential. Make sure you are clear about your study design. Is it experimental design? How many groups do you have? Observational research. All those things you have obtained, make sure you align them with respect to your specific objectives. Very, very important. The sampling techniques you use, the number of rats you used, how you collected your data and the tools used, ethical approval process under methodology. Chapter 3. Chapter 4 is your result. I repeat, let your result be in line with your specific objectives. It makes your work flow easier, such that any external examiner reading your work, they won't get lost, and they will know you have stick to your objective. You are not derailing. Okay, so what I would advise you to do here, learn how to use GraphPad Prism. In case you don't know how to use it, get a statistician. It's not in all cases we all know how to use statistics tool. Get somebody who can do that. Or better still, GraphPad Prism is very, very essential. You can go to Ikeja Computer Village. They'll give you the cracked one on your system that you can be renewing every year. Okay, so when you study it, you can generate tables, graphs, and charts from GraphPad. It will help you to analyze the data clearly. So under your results, you describe your findings clearly. Objective 1, this is what I got. Objective 2, this is what I got. Objective 3, these are the results. Mind you, don't interpret the result in this section. Just state your result using graphs, charts, and tables. Okay, figure 1, this is it. Figure 2, just say it. Don't interpret result at this section. It is meant that interpretation is for discussion section. Your results should be objective and data driven. Okay, that is from the data you collected, that is where you obtain the results from. Now your discussion and interpretation. This is where you are going to discuss your result. This is where you have the freedom to use your critical thinking and you use your power of instinct, of insight. Okay, you explain the findings. Okay, for your specific objective 1, the result you obtain, this is where you are going to explain it. Remember that logical flow. Follow the specific objectives. Number 2, compare your result with previous finding. Or in this study, I discovered that there's an increase in reactive oxygen species in the animal, or this plant has antioxidant activity, or my work is in line with the work of Queen et al. 2025. Our work is in line with that of Precious et al. 2022. Oh, I have gotten this. My work is in line with Ogunjimi et al. 2025. So you have to reference them. That's how you compare. This is what discussion is all about. You compare your result with previous findings and you reference it. Also, if you got something other people have not gotten before, state it here. Or you can discuss and say, oh, our work is in line with that of Fashela et al. 2023, but we got ABC in additional to that. This is where you discuss your result. But there is limitation. Okay, discuss the limitations you obtained in obtaining your result. The limitations, for example, power outages, or how did you overcome them? This is where you have limitation. Okay, make sure you say some little challenges you faced during your research and how you overcome them. Then you suggest implication. Okay, now writing is a skill. This is just writing tips. I'll refer you back to our very first topic in this research hub, how to write a structured paragraph. Refer back to that video, learn how to write a structured paragraph. If you know how to write a structured paragraph, you can write anything. Use formal academic tone, be clear and concise, no stories, avoid plagiarism and AI as much as possible. Don't just copy and paste other people's work. Even if you want to paraphrase, there are tools by which you can use to paraphrase such that the work will look original. You won't paste somebody's work into your thesis. Use referencing style like APA or Vancouver or the recommendation of your institution. Refer to the video on how to use Zotero, refreshing your memory. Encourage draft and peer review. That is, whatever you have written, show your supervisors to help you look through to ensure you have written the correct thing. Okay? And don't forget your references. Very important. Your in-text references must tally with the bibliography. Whatever you have referenced within the text of your work must reflect at the end of the day when you put your bibliography at the end of the paper. That is the reference section. Now, formatting. This is very, very important. This is where you are going to be putting formatting your work. Follow university guideline. Include all required section. Proofread thoroughly. Submit before the deadline. Formatting errors can cost marks, so you have to pay attention to details. This is where you are going to learn how to use, all this table of contents, table of figures. You have to learn how to use it. There are so many tools online. Go to YouTube, type in how to create table of content, how to create table of figures. This formatting is very key, such that it will help you when you are writing. Then you need to plan how to write your thesis. Don't wait until the last minute. I've been telling you guys, make sure your chapter 1 to 3 is ready even before you enter the lab for working. Okay, your thesis should now start from chapter 4 to 5, as the case may be. Okay, you can use tools like chat to plan your work. Allow time for revisions, because your time management is very key to your success. And also you are going to need a timeline, as in what you did, a timeline, a table of timeline. I think that comes under chapter 3. Oh yeah, chapter 3, timeline, how you are going to do your work from this period to this period. I'm doing this in form of a table. Okay, but this is I'm just talking about formatting and planning here. So now, mistakes to avoid vague topics that are not researchable. No matter how beautifully they sound, make sure your topic is something feasible. Avoid poor literature review. Avoid weak methodology. Make sure you reference all your methodology. Those people who have done it before, how they did it, just reference them. Don't be inconsistent in your formatting. Use a single font all through, Times New Romans, use a consistent referencing style, APA all through. Then avoid missing references. Whatever reference that does not appear within the text, don't put it at the end of your thesis. And finally, make sure you spend at least 2 hours daily on your thesis writing. You will be happy that you did so. Please don't rush. Then ask questions. Feel free to ask me about anything you're having problems with during your thesis or dissertation writing. Okay? There are some senior colleagues that know statistics, or it could be a colleague from somewhere. Don't let anything limit you. Make sure you spend at least 2 hours every day on your thesis. It will add up. Please don't rush. So these are my recommended sources. Make sure you click on these. This is grad coach tips on how to write a very good thesis or dissertation. And you have free templates here to use to guide you. Okay? So I wish you all the best in your work. Thank you for listening.